back to the ladies' synchronized finals. These are the scores and positions so far. In synchronized trampolining, the trampolines are set 2 meters apart, and there is a panel of form judges for each performer, and another panel for desynchronization. In some instances, an electronic machine is used as well for desynchronization. Here we can see the desynchronization machine, which has wires connected along underneath the trampoline, which actually connects to the bed. And electronically, as they land, it registers the contact. There's the wires, and it goes through right to the bed. We await the first pair to bounce, Sand and Michelson from Denmark, who have a carryover score of 76.8. They are lying in 8th position. They are going to jump a tariff of 8.6. The idea here is to keep a mirror image all the way through the routine. 2 double backs, 2 half outs. Excellent stuff so far. A little bit out there on landing, and there. 2 Rudies, which is a 1.5 twisting somersault. And 2 Rudy ball outs to finish the routine. It was a good routine, but not a very high tariff routine. I'm sure that we're going to have a lot more high tariff routines to come. The judges will be looking at this and watching the foot contact on the bed and deducting it according to how far out they are on each contact. Also, the desynchronization machine will be on, and that will be registering the contact. So we have a double check here on synchronization. Watch the feet land. Perfect on that move. Just a fraction out on that move. Very difficult to judge. You have to be positioned in the right place. Double twisting back somersaults there, and they score 118.9. Moving on to 4th position, Kraft and Hauser from West Germany with a carryover score of 80.6. They are going for a tariff of 8.5. The girl on the far trampoline is really a miracle in this sport, because she had a very serious accident and she has no feeling in her left arm, and she started off when she bounced again holding that arm to create her rotation. So much to be admired to come back after such a tragedy. Quite a good routine, but very lucky was Kraft to get through the routine, because on her very first move she landed so low and crumpled up in the bed. Here we see the landing from the first move, and she just carries on, but how, I'll never know. She gets so stuck in the double back, but once that's over she manages to stabilize the routine. So their form marks won't be very good. A 1 3/4 opening, trying to sell the skill to the judges, and 2 Rudy ball outs. Here's that first skill. She got a dead legs on takeoff and lands really crumpled up in the bed and manages to carry on with the routine. In training, she'd definitely have stopped, because there's a time in this sport when you go on and a time when you stop. 122.8 they score. And now on to third position. Trail and Guidicelli from France with a carryover score of 81.4. They are going for a tariff of 7.8, which is quite a low tariff. But if the synchronization's good, that won't matter. Full marks are trebled. The tariff is only added on once, so form is much more important in synchro. That clap is to tell them that they're going to go on 3 bounces. Sometimes they call, sometimes they clap. Excellent synchro so far. A little bit out on that one and that one. Trail is a little bit higher. They've brought it back well for the end though. She's delighted with it, Natalie. 2 half-in, half-outs to start. Very wide legs on the landing. You'll find that the Russians are much closer with their legs, which means that the depression area of the bed is narrower, so the bed goes down farther. It's good technique to have the feet close. 2 Rudies. 2 double falls, that's a double twisting back somersault, and the Rudy, remember, is a 1.5 twisting front somersault. All these funny names come from America, where the sport really originated. Definitely needs an interpreter when you get the Rudies and the Rendis and the half-outs and all the rest of the moves. That's a half-out, that means that the twist is in the second somersault. That's a Rudy, a 1.5 twisting somersault. In synchronized trampolining, they're allowed to twist in different directions, but they must somersault the same direction. 124.9. Will it be enough to keep them in third place? We move on now. In second position, 2 young ladies with a lot of pedigree, with a carryover score of 81.8. Tatiana Lushina is 18 years old, and Elena Merkelova is 17 years old, from Russia. World Championships in Synchro in 86, they were the winners, and they were 3rd in the World Championships in 88, and they are going for a tariff of 9.8, which is the hardest synchronized routine we've seen so far. Perfect synchronized bouncing to start off with. They're never out of time, and that's what this is all about. They'll call or clap, probably they'll call. 2 Rudy outs, 2 half-in, half-outs. A little fault there on the far trampoline with the legs, but it's back together again. Half-out tucked, double backs. A little bit out on the 1 and 3s, but a fantastic finish. Such a high tariff routine, performed very, very well. But I don't think it's going to be enough to dethrone the champions, who are lying in first position. Here we pick them up in the first move, the Rudy out piked. 1 somersault, then the 1.5 twist in the second. A half-in, half-out, that means a half twist in the first and a half twist in the second. You notice closer legs, much closer legs when they land. Half-in, half-outs. Move to the side a little bit there. And even further to the side. Certainly didn't show it in the performance, though. That takes a lot of tension in the body to stabilize a move that's lands so close to the edge of the trampoline. 2 double backs. A little bit out there. They're going to have to cut to bring that back. 2 half outs tucked. Building up to the finish. And they score 126.9, which is definitely going to keep them in second place. In first place, Kolomits and Kopiria from Russia again. These 2 young ladies have a tremendous pedigree. Kolomits is 18 years old, Kopiria is only 16 years old. European champion as an individual is Elena Kolomits. World synchro champions in '88 and European synchro champions in '87. So these young ladies have done it all in synchronized trampolining. Will they do it all today? We'll just have to wait and see. Going for an 8.6 tariff, which is conservatively low for them, which means the form has got to be immaculate. Well, the girl on the far side is a little bit higher. They brought it down. Still a little bit out. Well, they've certainly done better routines than that. Will it be enough? Remains to be seen. What the judges, they see it from a vastly different angle than I'm looking at it, but I've seen them do it much better. Here's the start of the routine. Even on the drop-in bounce, they were slightly out. 2 Rudy outs, out again. Half in, half out, slightly out again. The form is very good, so they're going to get good form marks, but I think the synchronization mark might be a little low. Double backs, again, just slightly out there. Now, from that angle, it looks a lot better, actually. 2 Rudy outs. Yes, it certainly looks a lot better from that angle. Before, we were looking from above. Now, we're looking directly sideways, so it just shows you. Yes, they've done enough. 127.2, which makes Kolomits and Kopiria from Russia the European champions, and in second position Lushina and Merkalova, and in third position Trail and Guidicelli. Join us after the break.